Good morning. For our children's story this morning, I'm going to read a story from Arthur Maxwell's bedtime stories called The Tears of Jesus. I'd like you to think about why would Jesus cry? And that's what this story is all about. Let's read the story. Some time ago, I heard a great preacher say, "I want so to live as to wipe away the tears of Jesus." It made me think, does Jesus cry? And how can anyone wipe his tears away? Then I thought about that little text, the shortest in the Bible, Jesus wept, which is in John 11:35. From this text we know he wept once, and that was when Mary and Martha were crying over the death of their brother Lazarus. He wept again when he sat on the Mount of Olives, looking down upon Jerusalem. This time it was because he was thinking of all the poor people of this city who would suffer in days to come. He never cried for himself, only for others. You cry when you hurt yourself, or when someone has been unkind to you, or when you get in trouble, when you've been naughty. But Jesus didn't cry even on the cross. When soldiers drove the nails through his hands, he just prayed and prayed. "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing." Does Jesus cry today? I wouldn't be surprised. If he cried when he thought about what was going to happen to the people of Jerusalem a long time ago, how do you suppose he must feel as he looks down from heaven upon the whole wide world with all its sorrow and sadness, knowing what is going to happen to it so soon? When he sees so many boys and girls going the wrong way, growing up to be selfish, unkind, hard-hearted, cruel, I think he must be very sad indeed, especially knowing that none of them, unless they change their lives, will enjoy the heavenly kingdom that he is preparing for those who love him, because all those things prevent us from loving Jesus. But how can anyone wipe away his tears? By being good? That'll help, of course. So will being kind, truthful, honest, unselfish, and obedient. Yet there is something that will wipe away his tears more quickly than anything else. Can you guess what it is? It's being thoughtful of others. It's making others happy. Most important of all, it is leading others to love him. Just as it was the thought of other people's suffering that caused him to cry when he was here on this earth, so it is that the thought of other people being saved from suffering, from the sad results of sin, that brings the greatest happiness to Jesus' heart today. Wouldn't it be lovely if every boy and girl who listens to this story says, "I want so to live as to wipe away the tears of Jesus"? And how am I going to do that? By caring and loving for others. Won't you say it and mean it today? That's a wonderful story, isn't it, boys and girls? I hope you have a lovely Sabbath.